Don't worry, I'm not dead. I'm alive. That's right.
Dilly dilly.
Motorsports 360 is back in your life. Oh man, I missed you guys. I'll explain to you all why we were off the air on Tuesday, why nothing happened in a bit.
Dilly dilly.
But anyway, I'm Marty. It's April 19th. Got a lot of stuff to talk about today, as we are behind one full episode. But on with the show, we've got for right now, we've got someone who may be buying a new Jacksonville Jaguars jersey as the new uniforms were announced today, Mr. Michael Kelly.
Too tired to think of a clever intro.
Then we've got DJ Reed.
Yes, yes, it's me.
And a fun fact
Yes.
for you guys, there's a rapper at my college tonight, but I'm not going because one, I'm focused on this show, and number two, I'm not feeling good, which leads us into why we canceled Tuesday's episode. So
The
Tuesday,
Boston.
so all week long, I've had a cold. I was planning on doing a show, like I still have a cold right now, not as bad as it was Tuesday. I was planning on having a show Tuesday night. So what happened was after class, after my last class, which is like around 5:15, yeah, I went back to my apartment, took a nap for like 2.5 hours, woke up at like 7:50 p.m. and then I started shaking like crazy, like I had major chills, and then I threw up
Ooh,
and I had a fever, so I canceled the show. For Tuesday.
that's no excuse.
Shut up. Illnesses are excuses.
The
Major
Celtics are gonna win the championship.
I guess I just
To be
saying.
fair, that's a Celtics fan saying that.
Just going back
I
to the
have
thing.
horrible feedback because I'm eating at In-N-Out.
What's all that background noise?
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Hmm.
Anyway, getting back to it. Hello to our one viewer that's watching. It's not me. I'll tell you that for sure. I'll see who it is in a moment. I only got one dislike already.
What did we do?
I don't even know what the heck we did.
Guess it's because we wasn't live. We weren't live on Tuesday.
Probably. But anyway, moving on. We have some stuff we have to recap. Let's start things off with the Cup Series race at Bristol, the 2-day Cup Series race. I'll add that. I'm trying to find it here real quick.
Okay, I'm back. Hopefully that's better.
Excuse me. Oh man,
We'll see.
thanks.
I'm eating at In-N-Out, so there will be background noise.
That's probably why. Trying to find my race results from Sunday's race, but I may have lost them.
Because I'm not
Kyle
Italian.
Busch.
Somehow I gotta eat.
Yeah,
Kyle
Sorry.
Busch
Kyle
was
won.
winner.
Best
Kyle
race of the
Larson.
season so far.
Kyle Larson in
Uh,
second. Who finished third, Marty? Did you remind me?
um, Yancy Benedetto,
No, I don't think it was him.
Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah. It's sad that I'm bragging about a third place finish, but you know what? It felt really good.
Yeah, I would have had a good finish with Ryan Blaney until he got taken out by Trevor freaking Bain.
Oh. Trevor Bain won't have a ride next year. Don't worry.
He'll be
Look at
replaced by
that.
Nathan Benedetto. But your top 10 in that race. Kyle Busch won. Kyle
Don't
Larson
worry, I'm
second.
here.
Finally,
Justin
Justin's
third.
here.
Ricky Stenhouse fourth. Alex Bowman fifth. Eric Almirola sixth. Kevin Harvick seventh. Clint Boyer eighth. Joey Logano ninth. Ryan Newman is 10th. How about these guys? David Reagan finishing 12th. Bubba Wallace finished 16th, but he led 6 laps in that race. How about that? And how about
Oh, voice crack.
I'm sick. How about the guys that finished in 20th position? The Starcom guys of Landon Castle. That's a round of applause. All right. That's all for that. Let's get to the next race, the Xfinity Series race at Richmond.
What a surprise, Kelvin isn't here yet.
Yeah, I don't know what he's up to right now. But going back to the race at Bristol, the first race in the Dash to Cash. As I'm looking at other chat here too. All right. So in this race, Ryan Preece won $100,000 and won the race. The rest of the top 10, Justin Allgaier second, Daniel Hemrick third, Elliott Taylor fourth, Spencer Gallagher fifth, Brandon Jones sixth, Tyler Reddick seventh, Cole Custer eighth, Ross Chastain ninth, Ryan Truex is 10th. Brandon Jones, by the way, was so close to winning the race, but had problems in the final few laps.
Oh yeah, what about oh my god.
Oh, you can go ahead and ask what you want.
What about Austin Tindrick making it to the line 8th after wrecking?
He had a very eventful day. He was up and down the leaderboard all day. I was following him most of the race.
I'm eating a hamburger.
I think he even led some laps at one point with a damaged race car.
All right, loading up my rundown once again. Let's see what else we got to talk about. We got to talk about the IndyCar race at Long Beach. A pretty eventful one to say the least, except for up front.
That triple overtake, though.
Oh my gosh, by Sebastian Bourdais. That was crazy, dude.
I'm gonna act like I know what you guys are talking about, because I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Let me load the box score here from this race. The race winner was Alexander Rossi. Want to see how many laps he led in the race? 71 laps of 85. Will Power second, Ed Jones third, Zach Keith fourth, Graham Rahal fifth, Marco Andretti sixth, Joseph Newgarden seventh, Tony Kanaan eighth, James Hinchcliffe ninth, and Charlie Kimball is 10th. Excuse me. Now we have to talk about the Formula One race because that was a lot of fun to watch over the weekend. Sorry, just having a sip of tea. But Daniel Ricciardo won the race on a close one. Defeated Valtteri Bottas, who finishes second. Kimi Räikkönen third. Lewis Hamilton fourth. Max Verstappen fifth. Nico Hulkenberg sixth. Fernando Alonso seventh. Sebastian Vettel eighth. Carlos Sainz ninth. And Kevin Magnussen was 10th. That's all we got from that. Let's take a look at the headlines that you have missed the past week. So, first big headline coming out over the weekend is that Ford is going to be switching to the Mustang for next season. Oh yeah, by the way, it looks like Kelvin cannot join us because he's out to dinner.
Oh, okay. Yay, so he
I
can't
gotta
be
respond
bolder
back.
than me today.
And you didn't get me any.
I'm so happy he can't be bolder than me today.
LOL JK.
Oh yeah, it looks like Michael doesn't have to lend me his foot because he said if Matt E got top 5, he'd give me his foot.
Oh yeah.
I mean his hand.
Oh yeah, Ford is switching to Mustang and Cup for 2019. The fourth different Cup model in the modern era since 1972, following the Thunderbird, Taurus, and the Fusion. Speaking of Fords, Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s sponsors will have been renewed through 2021. Fastenal will continue to serve as anchor partner on the number 17, along with partners Fifth Third Bank and Sunny D.
Wait, Marty, I have a question.
Yeah?
Does the news from this past week have to be about motorsports?
Wait, what?
Does the news from this past week have to be about motorsports?
Yes. It's called
Okay.
Motorsports 360 for a reason.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's been announced that Joey Gase will drive the 00 for Starcom at Talladega. The sponsor for that will be Sparks Energy. Of course, who's surprised they sponsored the Xfinity race? The Bristol Truck Series race had just announced has been moved to Thursday for back-to-back-to-back night racing at Bristol during the summer. The schedule change packages an adrenaline-filled 3 consecutive nights of underlights racing during the weekend of the Bass Pro Shops NRA night race. Denny Hamlin is the latest driver to lash out of the pit guns. He expresses frustration with the pit guns all teams are required to use after he suffered a loose wheel and had to pit from the lead on. Let's see what lap it was. On lap 266, finishing 14th, one lap down. Let's see here, what else is new?
I'm the only one talking right now besides you.
Yeah, I know. I don't have it on JSK anymore, but Chevy may change the Camaro nose. Some big news in the Xfinity Series race. From Bristol, Daniel Hemrick failed post-race inspection.
Uh-oh.
However, the list just in, it aired and announced a penalty to Daniel Hemrick after the Xfinity race. So Hemrick will be eligible for the Dash and Cash bonus next week at Richmond.
Oh. I don't get it. Why cheat if you're in the next week's Dash for Cash?
Well, here's the thing. Had that penalty been true, Hemrick would not have been in the Dash and Cash next week.
Now it
Some big
makes
news
sense.
for Noah Gragson. Joe Gibbs Racing has announced that he will be behind the wheel of the Xfinity Series number 18 for 3 consecutive races, starting at Richmond, then going to do it at Talladega, and then ending at Dover. Good for you, Noah. Good for you.
Okay. Could I talk about why I'm excited about this idea?
One more. Sorry. One
I'm
more
back.
story before we end the headlines. Timothy Peters will be making his, I believe if I'm correct, it is his Cup Series debut. For Robbie Bennett racing at Talladega in 2 weeks in the number 92 Advanced Auto Parts Series. That's all I got. Anyway, moving on. Let's get to discussion time because it's been a while since we talked NASCAR. First question, very simple. What was your biggest takeaway from this weekend? Michael.
Bristol's back. That's in 3 simple words. We got the low groove back, bumping and running, side by side racing. fenders being torn off. I mean, it was the old Bristol, bottom feeders, just hugging that bottom lane. That was the way to go. It was the best race of the season by a country mile.
Okay, PJ,
Oh, sorry.
biggest takeaway of the weekend.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, he's back.
Um, man, that was a good race. The only bad part was that when Trevor Bayne and Chris Buescher wrecked and took out Ryan Blaney. Don't exactly feel happy about that. I mean, I'm not a Blaney fan, but like, I like the guy. But
Damn,
just so unfortunate.
I know. Especially when
And
it
then
went 99 laps.
Kyle Larson finishing second again.
Okay, anyway. Justin?
This may be a surprise, but you know what? The biggest takeaway for me was Darrell Wallace Jr. leading some laps. The fact that he was able to get up there and
Oh,
actually pass
awesome.
Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski. Kyle Busch was one of the best cars of that race. The fact that Wallace was able to pass him and lead some laps is pretty impressive. So I give him a round of applause for that.
That was awesome to watch. My biggest takeaway is that Kyle Busch right now is the favorite to win the Cup Series championship. Let's see here. What else? Ryan Blaney can't catch a break. And never underestimate Star Cobb racing on the short tracks after finishing 20th.
Sorry about that.
That was awesome for them. Um, but yeah, you guys said some good takeaways as well. All right. Next question. Was Bristol the best race of the season you've seen so far in 2018? DJ, you're first.
Do you even have to ask me that question? A million times, yes.
Yeah, it's in your contract.
Best race ever. We
Okay.
actually saw racing.
Yeah, we did. All right. Justin?
So is it about the race?
Was this weekend's race the best race of 2018 so far?
Honestly, that's hard. Honestly, I mean, it was good. It was definitely one of the good ones, but honestly, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. It's good, but I'm not sure if it was the best so far.
Okay.
Just me.
Bristol, if you take away Daytona if you take away Daytona, this was the best race of the season so far. Finally, Michael.
I kind of touched on it a little bit, but I would say that Bristol was the best race of the season so far. Um, we saw this weekend why another example of why it was so loved by fans, why it became so popular, why it used to always sell out and had like 5 year wait to get a ticket for the race. Just because of what we saw this weekend. That's Bristol racing. That's what it's all about there. So it was good to see again.
Okay. Next question. Had that wreck not happened at the end of stage one, do you guys think Ryan Blaney would have won the race? Justin.
He might have. I mean, he had a fast car. He was kind of pulling away though, but you never know. Kyle Busch or Kyle Larson, they could have caught up to them. I mean, look at Kyle Larson. He had a 7-second lead over Denny Hamlin. So it's possible he could have won, but Kyle Larson and Kyle Busch, they could have passed him and won. So it's possible, but at the same time, it's kind of like a 50-50.
Blaney had a faster car in the long run, The only way Blaney would get slowed down is the lap traffic as you saw Keselowski got caught up to Blaney. I think Blaney would have won that race in my opinion. All right, one more, Mike. Wait, sorry. Two more. Michael.
I'm sorry. What was the question? I wasn't listening.
Had that wreck not have happened, would Ryan Blaney have won the race?
Hard to tell because we went from a Sunday race to a Monday race, and even then the track was going to change so much. So it's hard to say if Blaney was still going to be able to continue to dominate because we did see that Kyle, even though he's on the pole, he did kind of fall off early, but then came back strong later in the race.
Uh-huh. All right.
So it's hard to say.
BJ, you say your answer. Guys, I'll be back. I have to go use the bathroom, like, sadly.
Marty, I'm gonna be hypothetical with you.
I'll be back, guys.
Okay. I'm gonna be hypothetical with you guys. There is no way to tell whether or not Blaney would have won unless he stayed in the race. Unless that wreck didn't happen. There was no way to tell. So I don't know. We could have been told that if Blaney did not get wrecked. And I would just sit here in awkward silence.
Well, this is awkward. Okay, I can finally actually listen to some shit. I'm sick. Oops.
Hey, Justin. Justin,
What?
had you answered Marty's question yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, fellas, I'm back. I'm gonna mute my mic too.
All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry. I see you guys are all unmuted. I tell you that.
I'm back. I had to do
I think
some
Mike told.
business.
I think it was Mike trying to prank me, seeing if
The fans just sat there in
What?
silence.
Hey, Mike. By the way, just want to let you know something. Save the date, November 25th.
Hang on, don't tell me about the schedule yet.
I only told you one date.
I don't want to know any of it yet. I'm about to go look. Wait, no, that's NASCAR app. Whoops.
Wait, guys, I have a snack for you. Hold on.
I'm good.
No. I'm kidding.
All right. Anyway, moving on. The next question. So, if you guys all noticed at the race at Bristol on both Sunday and Monday, there were a lot of empty seats. Monday afternoon,
Whoa, voice crack.
all
Voice
schools
crack!
were closed. Kids had free entry. We still had empty seats. What do you do with all those empty seats at Bristol? And how do you make sure you get a sellout race and a huge crowd? I believe I'm up. If I'm correct. This is question 4.
Yes.
Okay. Marcus and Bruin Smith. I'm calling you guys out, as well as Brian France and Mike Helton. Okay, give me a race that was so successful on a Monday.
The Bristol night race?
No. The 2012 Daytona 500.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Supposed to be Monday at noon. Got moved to Monday night at 7 o'clock. Huge turnout, bigger turnout. What does Bristol Motor Speedway have? Lights. And they didn't even use them. NASCAR. Monday night racing in prime time. If you look at the success of the Daytona 500 in 2012, you got a huge turnout. So many viewers. That would have been big. Plus, here's the thing. Anyone that has to work on Monday from 9 to 5 can have time to go back to their place and get ready for the race and come to Bristol and watch the rest of the race. That's what I think about it. Michael.
How do you, or what do you do with all those empty seats at Bristol?
Yep.
You put butts in them. No, but in all seriousness, you keep having races like the one that we had Sunday and Monday, without the weather, of course. If we keep producing races like that at Bristol, and maybe we can get some more short tracks on the schedule, then maybe we can finally start getting Bristol to look like what it looked like in 2008 and 2009.
Yeah, that's what Kelvin's been saying. The short track race was the best race you've seen all season compared to the 1.5 mile tracks. Kelvin was here, he'd be saying, let's get more short tracks.
And Marty,
Yeah.
we got our primetime game back with the Titans.
Nice.
And we got a primetime.
We got a Monday night football game against New England. Let's see what else here. I'm looking for the primetime games. We do not have a Thursday night football game. All of our games are starting at 1 o'clock.
That's shocking considering you were a playoff team.
I know, right? We're due up for Sunday night football.
We finally got some primetime games, though. I'm happy about that.
You know, the Patriots are going to be playing at the Lions, home stadium. The Lions are my home team.
But oh, no, I didn't know that.
That's kind of crazy, honestly.
The Buffalo is hosting the Monday night football game.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go to DJ.
Okay, so this is completely different. But what happens a lot on Monday nights? I'll give you a quiz. WWE, Madden, and basketball. Or D, all of the above.
All of the above.
Yes. You know why they're all of the above? Because they know kids have school and that they want the viewers to be able to watch after school, after they're done with their homework, so they can watch their games and WWE. NASCAR needs to inherit that into their stuff. When there's a rain delay, just delay it to Monday night. Kids have school. Kids have school on Monday through Friday. They need to be able to watch races and not miss the NASCAR races. That's why they have all those games and WWE Monday Night Raw at night.
My apologies.
But that's basically, I'm done. That's what I had to say.
All right. Justin.
They need Monday night racing. Honestly, not just Bristol, but all the tracks have lights. If there's a rain delay, you do a night race because if it has lights, if it's like at Pocono or something like that, or tracks with no lights, then you can't do it at night. But most of the tracks have lights, so you could do a night race, and that will get more people. More people come to night races than day races on a Monday because they're free. Off time. That's it.
Me and Justin agree.
All right. Let's get to the next question. So let's talk about the success of the race, where Bristol used once again. Excuse me. Their PJ1 compound. Should we be using this more often? Michael, you're first.
We've been using it at quite a few racetracks. I can't tell you the exact number, but it hasn't been. It hasn't seemed to have been too successful at most racetracks, Bristol was definitely a success. Um, so you can keep trying it, try different things with it. They tried to do it at Texas and put it on the high line, and nobody went up there. I think the rain washed it all away, and um, you can keep trying it at other racetracks, but it just hasn't been a success so far. But I mean, this should give us some hope that maybe they found something with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. DJ?
Maybe save it for the short tracks like Martinsville. Um, uh, maybe save it for the short tracks like Iowa, Bristol, and Martinsville, because it's been better used at the short tracks, not Texas or those mile and a halves.
Okay. And Justin?
All right. I'm sorry, what was it? I wasn't paying attention.
Should PJ1 be used at more tracks or no?
PJ1?
Yeah.
What is that?
That's
The
what
substance they put down on the track.
Yeah, the sticky
At,
substance
Oh,
on
it's
the
sticky
line.
stuff? All right. Maybe at short track. But honestly, a mile and a half, honestly, no. Because, they tried at Texas. It didn't work. I don't know about 2 mile, probably won't work, honestly. So I think they should just do that like short tracks. Maybe Richmond, but I don't know. Richmond's a completely different short track. So I don't know. Maybe just probably use it for Bristol. Because that's probably the best place they could put it at.
Okay. PJ1. No, we tried it at Charlotte, didn't work. We tried it in New Hampshire, didn't work. Just leave it at Bristol. Bristol's the only place where it's successful. If you want to try it as well, maybe try it at Texas. They tried that Tire Dragon, didn't work. Would PJ1 work? That's a good question. We'd have to see. That's what I think about it.
The odd thing with New Hampshire is that it worked. The intention of making the high line runnable or raceable, I guess not really the high line, but a second lane raceable worked, except it just made it absolutely impossible to pass on the bottom lane.
Okay, I see what you mean.
So it's kind of weird. New Hampshire, I guess, isn't really the place for it.
Justin's the new Calvin. He keeps taking my stuff.
Next question. What do you think about no cup drivers in this weekend's race at Richmond? Does it make the racing more attractive or less attractive? DJ's first.
A million times more attractive. I hate cup drivers in the Xfinity Series. I voiced this last week, and I'll voice it again. They should not be in the Xfinity Series or the Truck Series. They are just boring to watch because they mostly dominate all the time. So it will make the racing more attractive to watch.
All right, Justin.
I say the Richmond race is going to be just like the Bristol race. I mean, look at that Bristol race. No cup drivers, and the racing was excellent. Probably the best Xfinity race of the season so far. You know why? No cup drivers. Because all the cup drivers do is dominate. Without them, the racing is good. So I say keep cup drivers out. That's what's going to make the Xfinity series better. That's what we've been asking for years. Several years.
Saying the same thing as well. Keep cup drivers out of the Xfinity Series. I'm really excited to see how it goes at Talladega. If you can do it at Talladega, you can do it at Daytona, and you can do it at every other racetrack on the schedule. And Michael.
Considering the show these guys put on at Bristol last week, it has made me very, very excited for what we could possibly see at Richmond this weekend. Has anyone noticed that in the Xfinity Series ads, they don't really say anything anymore? They just have their little random music thing with the background of the crashes and the racing and everything, and they don't say
Names are
names are
made.
made here. Don't say it anymore.
I just
Well, you know
realized
what?
that.
Ryan Preece, because there's no Cup drivers, Ryan Preece was able to make a name for himself. He was able to get back to victory lane. Some people may have forgotten about him.
Oh no.
I know
I've not
Elliott Sadler
forgotten
hasn't
about
forgot about him. I know Elliott Sadler hasn't.
them. That's a good one. All right. One more question, then we're going to get on to predictions. My question is, are you more likely to watch an Xfinity race or a truck race if it is midweek and in prime time? Justin's first.
If it's midweek, then you know what? Honestly, Truck Series. Because you know what? Truck Series is much better race. And plus, Cup drivers often don't oftenly race that much in Truck Series as they do in the Xfinity Series. Sometimes Kyle Busch, Austin Dillon, something like that, but Ty Dillon occasionally, but they don't race that often, the Truck Series. So you know what? That's what makes the Truck Series a whole different series than the Cup Series and Xfinity Series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. I love watching truck series racing Wednesday nights, whether it's outdoor or Bristol. I'll watch any Xfinity or truck race midweek and in prime time, even a cup race. I don't care. That's all I gotta say about it, Michael.
If I had the choice between Xfinity and trucks, honestly, I think I gotta go with the trucks. Cause you get the if you want people to get interested, the trucks like to put on a good show. They like to beat and bang and get on each other's doors and really lean on each other. There's a lot of young guys in the series that like to take on those veteran drivers like Johnny Sauter and Matt Crafton. They go to wheel every week. I'm starting to sound like Michael Waltrip, but um, plus there's not as many Cup drivers, so it would get a bit stale for people who would watch it on cable if they had nothing else to watch. So I would probably go for the trucks just because of there's a higher ceiling, I guess.
Okay. And finally, DJ.
I would like midweek. I would watch a truck race. You know why, Marty? Because the trucks are more interesting to watch because you don't know how trucks are going to react if they get up in the high lane and get loose. They may spin back up into the wall. They may spin down the track. Trucks are just more unpredictable, basically. So
Yeah.
I'd watch a truck race.
All right. So that does it for discussion time. It's on the predictions. If I'm correct, I don't think anyone picked Kyle Busch because we all decided to go with underdogs over the weekend.
I picked
Um,
Logano. I was looking good there for a little while, but
yeah. Anyway, moving on to predictions. We got 3 races this weekend. We got Xfinity, IndyCar, and Cup. The order of predictions is going to be Justin, DJ, myself, and Michael. So we start things off with the Xfinity Series race at Bristol, at Richmond, excuse me, not Bristol, Derp. 7 o'clock, got off at 1. Here are the number entries. Don't forget, because this is a Dash for Cash race, no Cup drivers are allowed. Let me look. Hang on a second. Xfinity Racing Twitter. Gotta see the 4 drivers that are in the Dash for Cash this weekend. All right. Your 4 Dash for Cash drivers are Daniel Hemrick, Elliott Sadler, Justin Allgaier, and Spencer Gallagher. Your normal entries for this weekend's race. John Byrne will be in the 3 this weekend. Fun fact here. This is a very weird sponsor for Justin Allgaier. His sponsor is Hellman's Real Ketchup. Literally.
They now make ketchup.
Yes, they made ketchup. Continuing on, Noah Grex is in the 18, Austin Cindric's in the 22. Tony Makovich is in the 28. John Harimacek, the 42. And yeah, that's the number of entries I got. So pick the winner of the race and pick the winner of the Dash for Cash.
All right.
Justin.
All right. You know, I like how this guy's been racing. Last year he did good. He had a nice strong car, and this weekend he did good as well. No, he was running up there, battling for the lead. So this guy right here is what makes me feel like he's gonna win a race. I am going with Daniel Hemrick. He's gonna win the race and Dash for Cash. I believe he has a good shot at doing that this
Nice
weekend.
pick. That's a good pick. DJ?
What is DJ Reed known for?
Underdog picks.
Yeah.
Yes.
The most bold predictions ever. That's why I've been waiting for this.
Alex LaVey will win his first career race.
Yes, this is good.
Oh my gosh, that's way too bold.
Yo, I want to see his.
Hey, DJ, I don't know if you can see. If you look closely, I got a bag of Doritos Plays there. I'll give them to you if you want.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Who wins the Dash for Cash, by the way?
Oh, the Dash for Cash. Who's in it again? Oh my God, I forgot. Oh no.
Allgaier, Gallagher, Hemrick, and Sadler, I believe.
Hemrick, Sadler, Allgaier, and Custer.
He's not in it. I just named you those four.
Okay. Elliott Sadler. He's one of the best at Richmond, I think.
You say Elliott Sadler?
Yeah.
The guy I'm gonna pick. Not just gonna win the Dash for Cash. He's gonna win the race. He finished second last year to Kyle Larson. He's gonna finish first this year. Justin Allgaier wins it at Richmond.
Yeah, that's good. I was thinking of it, but Daniel Hemrick feels better to me.
Michael?
All right. I knew you guys weren't going to pick him. So I got Justin Allgaier winning the Dash for Cash. And
Noah Gregson wins his debut.
Nope. I got my eyes on another Joe Gibbs driver. He just went there this year. I've seen something in him these last two races. I don't know where it came from, but he's been running very, very well, and he has actually been close to winning. He's never been at this point in his career. I thought he was a complete bust of a driver, but he may actually have something after all. He wants to prove himself, and he's going to do it this weekend. He's going to get in victory lane for the first time. Brandon Jones.
Yay! Okay.
You know, Michael's not wrong, though. I mean, Brandon Jones really has improved himself. So is Gallagher.
Yep.
Both.
Matt Tifft as well. They've all got their careers back on track.
Going to win the 100,000.
It wasn't that bad last season. He really wasn't.
All right. Now let's get to the IndyCar race that's happening at Barber Motorsports Park. Sunday at 3:30 p.m. on NBCSN. These are entries as usual. The big changes, though, are that DeMello's in the 19, King in the 20, Binder's the 32, and yeah, that's all. So give me your picks to win the Indy race. Justin.
So what track are they at?
Barber.
All right, Barber. All right. It's a good track. You know, I want to try something new. I really want to. I mean, if you look at some of the guys, they've been doing good. You know, let me think, honestly. I'm trying to think, actually.
I got my pick.
I'm going to go with Will Power. I feel like he had a great run he had a great run last week and that stuff. Alexander Rossi won last week, which that was my prediction, which I should have won until Marty came on told me that didn't count. Go up your ass.
DJ.
Come on, skip me. I'll come back.
Okay. All right. I'm very excited for this prediction because, folks, I think we get a first time winner this weekend. We're going to a track
I'm
similar
talking
to
about.
how they are at the German DTM series. And who was a king there? Robert Wickens. I like what he's got. And he had a tough race at Long Beach, but hey, that's a street course. We're going to a permanent road course at Barber. I think Wickens gets it done. All right. Now we go to Michael.
All right. I don't remember if I said this last week or not, but I thought it, and I'm going to say it now. I thought, I was considering going with Robert Wickens, but I don't think I picked him. I don't really remember who I picked, but he didn't win the race, so it doesn't matter. I said that Wickens, after a streak of good finish, well, I don't know if you could call the first race a good finish because of what happened, but he sure had a good car, could have won the race, probably should have won the race, then finished second at
Exactly.
Phoenix. I thought he was going to have an off week at Long Beach, and sure enough, he did. Well, you know what? He's going to come back this weekend. He's going to get the job done. I agree with you, Marty. Robert Wickens. He's taking the IndyCar Series by storm.
Gotta love Wickens. Gotta love the Canadian. All righty. Now the last prediction
What? I
with
did not.
now DJ, because we gotta go to him first.
I'm going with Helio Castroneves
He
for the
doesn't race
IndyCar
in
race.
IndyCar anymore, you dilly dilly.
Ah!
He still does the
Okay.
Indy 500, doesn't he? Or is he just done now?
I think so. I think so.
Well,
Okay, Alexander Rossi.
All right, fair enough. Now we go to the Cup Series race. Make your predictions. Get your predictions ready. Saturday night short track racing at Richmond at 6:30 p.m. on Fox. Who wins it? Let's start off with Justin.
trying to think. I mean, it's hard. It's really hard. You know what though? I may be going on a little trying to go this time. You know what? I'm not afraid to say this. I believe Eric Almirola might actually have a shot. I mean, look at last year. He ran so well in that 43 car, got a top 10 finish. And knowing how well he's done this season in that 10 car, I mean, that one's going to be coming. I believe at
Oh, he
Richmond,
will
Eric
win.
Almirola is probably going to win. He might actually do it. If it's not that, it's Talladega next week. But I feel like Almirola will win this weekend.
Okay. DJ?
What is DJ Reed known for again?
It's the most boldest
Prediction.
predictions ever.
AJ Allmendinger finally gets another one at Richmond.
That's not that bad. That's really good.
All right. I'm disappointed in you guys.
Uh-oh.
You two that have already picked.
You can't be disappointed in me, Marty. I haven't picked yet.
I'm never disappointed in you, Michael.
What? Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., one of those guys.
Yes.
Oh, yep.
As much as I hate to say this, he's really good at Richmond. He's going to get his third win in a row. I say Kyle
Oh
Busch.
no. Oh no.
Honestly, I don't mind Busch winning 3. He's not Harvick.
And yes, you know what that means in my opinion? That means Joey Logano goes up to 1 year on his winless streak now. And now we go to Michael.
There are many different drivers that I could go with for this pick, and
There
this is
are,
probably
yeah.
the toughest one so far this year. And even Daytona was very hard for me because I had my heart set on Chase Elliott. But um, you know, the run that Blaney had last week, you can go for him. Maybe he can try and get that momentum back. Joey Logano is looking to get his team back on track with a win, get them back in the chase, and hopefully not get encumbered this time. Kyle Busch has all the momentum in the world right now. Harvick needs to rebound. Jimmy Johnson just came off a third-place finish. Larson is finishing second like every single week. There's a lot of options here. But I think I got to go with a guy who has momentum right now. And it's not going to be Kyle Busch since Marty picked him. I'm going to go with a guy who just keeps finishing second. And it's going to be Kyle Larson.
Yeah, I like that pick.
Okie dokie. So let's recap the picks. Justin has Eric Almirola. DJ has AJ Allmendinger. I have Kyle Busch. Michael has. You said Larson?
Larson.
All right. There you go. All right, that's going to do it for another episode of Motorsports 360. Glad you had fun with us tonight. Fingers crossed. We're back on next week. This Tuesday, recapping the races at Richmond and at Barber. And hopefully get a bunch of viewers. I don't know. We got to get more viewers. That's like NASCAR. We got to get more fans in this. We got to get more butts in these seats.
So we're basically turning into the modern day NASCAR.
Yep. Basically.
We got a stream raid. Double E Dude stream.
Yes, be like, hey, everyone in here, go to this channel, subscribe to me. That's what we do.
Or just tell him, like, hey, dude, check out this podcast. We'll be your sponsor if you'll be ours.
By the way, but yeah, that's gonna do it. For DJ, for Justin, and for Michael, I'm already saying so long. This has been Motorsports 360. Say bye, everyone.
So
Bye.
long.
1, 2, 3, and a dodge.
And I almost said dilly dilly.
Dilly.
Dodge, dilly.
1 to go, brought to you by Credit One Bank.
And dodge.